Subcommittee will come to order. Without objection, all members may have 5 days to submit statements, questions, and extraneous materials for the record, subject to the length limitation in the rules. Until recently, United States crude production had been on a steady decline. In 1970, domestic production peaked at 9.6 million barrels a day. By 2008, we are producing almost half. Only 5 million barrels were being pumped per day. Then America did what America does best and innovated. New technologies of horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracturing ushered in an American energy revolution. Because of drilling in places like the Bakken and Eagle Ford, U.S. crude production has increased 56% since 2008. Some experts even believe that the United States will become the largest crude producer in the world by next year. But not all is good news. The oil being found in these places is light, sweet crude. Unfortunately, the majority of the refineries connected to the production sites are built to handle heavy, sour crude. We need new refineries, new pipelines to be built to process the light crude, but of course that will take years. In the meantime, we should sell our light crude abroad to those who want to buy it. That would bring billions of dollars and thousands of jobs into the economy of the United States. It is an obvious solution for a simple problem. Unfortunately, the Federal Government seems to be in the way again. In 1975, the Energy Policy and Conservation Act was passed, making it illegal to export United States crude. It was at the height of the Arab oil embargo. Congress wanted to insulate Americans from global price shocks and conserve domestic oil reserves. In reality, this ban achieved neither of those goals. The ban has not insulated United States consumers from the world market. Domestic gasoline prices are largely set by the global crude price, not domestic price, since crude is globally traded commodity. The United States still has to import about 46% of our crude. These imports face market uncertainty just like every other traded good. Lifting the ban is what would actually protect domestic consumers. U.S. crude on the world market decreases the market share of bad actors like Iran and unstable countries like Algeria. U.S. crude exports could also lower the price at the pump. More supply with the same amount of demand means a lower price. A recent study by ICF International found that lifting the ban would lower gas prices 2.3 cents per gallon. That may not sound like a lot, but remember Americans consume 133 billion gallons a year. So put it all together and Americans would save about $3 billion a year. Banning crude exports has not protected domestic reserves, it has stifled them. For producers to want to drill, they have to have a profit or make a profit. The crude export ban has driven the domestic price of crude so low that producers will not be able to make money off the drilling. If something isn't done, economists predict the drilling will slow in the next 18 to 36 months. Perfectly good oil will sit in the ground because the government restrictions are in the way. If domestic production companies are forced to cut back on drilling, they are going to also be forced to lay off American workers. On the other hand, if we promote a smart energy policy, we will increase production and grow these valuable jobs. So today we are going to examine the crude oil export ban and its implications for the United States economy. And the real question before us is, will lifting the ban, 1, help the United States economy, 2, lower gasoline prices, 3, have a positive impact on American consumers? We have differences of opinion on these answers to these questions, and that's why we are having the hearing. So I now recognize our ranking member from California, Mr. Sherman, for 5 minutes.